Thank you so much for your warm welcome, and it's always a pleasure to collaborate and to be here in the house of God. I'm going to look out at this gathering tonight. I just can't help but say, oh, you beautiful people. Oh, you beautiful people, because we are co-workers for the peace of the world. Amen. And we have a message to bear to humanity that we can get along, that religion need not be a cause for hatred and fighting and conflict, but should be the cause to lift up love and brotherhood, the love of God, the love of humanity, to see that of God in each of us, to see each of us as a member of the human family. And we should never let our faith cause us to look down on someone or disrespect them or feel like we're better because we do it the right way, than the next one. And those of you who know me know I wear many hats, right? So you won't be surprised. But the Lake Worth Interfaith is much dedicated to building bridges between communities of all types, even those who might be, we might consider a little strict or a little separatist. We like to invite them and include them as much as we possibly can, and those who tend to be inclusive and welcoming, of course, we want to invite them as well. And so this is work, sometimes there are some obstacles to overcome, sometimes there's misunderstandings and difficulties to overcome. But we have 3 of our board members here tonight who I'd just like to acknowledge briefly. John Pelosi, who spoke earlier on behalf of the Quaker Meeting House, David Hall, who spoke in behalf of traditional Judaism, and Estelle Friedman, who's sitting in the back. You don't have to get up, Estelle, who has a history with both Judaism and the Unity movement. And among my choices tonight, I was thinking, what prayer am I going to say, because I have so much background. There's a prayer by the Rabbi Abraham Heschel about the power of prayer and what prayer can do and what prayer cannot do. I was going to say that. And I thought, well, no, there's a prayer by Dr. King about how we all pray to Allah and Elohim and Brahman and Allah and the Supreme Spirit, how it's all the same, Well, that would be a good one to say too. But there is a specific prayer from the Baha'i tradition that I would like to share with you, because the Baha'i faith is all about unity. It's all about recognizing not only the spiritual teachers of the Abrahamic tradition, but also of the East, and also of native traditions in Americas and Africa and other places. Because it's a tenet in Islam too, that God always sends messengers to the people, that there's 124,000 prophets in the history of humanity. And we believe that God has dealt with all people in their language, according to their custom, at different times and places. So this is summarized well in the Baha'i prayer for unity. O thou provider, thou hast breathed over the friends in the East the sweet fragrance of the Holy Spirit, and with the light of divine guidance thou hast lit up the western sky. Thou hast turned those who were once remote and made them draw near unto thyself. Thou hast turned strangers into loving friends. Thou hast awakened those who slept. Thou hast made the heedless mindful. O thou provider, the dearest wish of this servant of thy threshold is to behold the friends of East and West in close embrace, to see all the members of human society gathered with love in a single great assemblage, even as individual drops of water collected in one mighty sea. To behold them all as birds in one garden of roses, as pearls in one ocean, as leaves of one tree, as the rays of one sun. Thou art the mighty, the powerful, thou art the God of strength, the omnipotent, the all-seeing, Abdu'l-Baha. So thank you for each and every one of you who is in attendance tonight. Thank you to all the speakers. Thank you to Masjid Tawad for your warm welcome, and especially to Imam Seher for his love and his beauty of heart and soul. Amen, amen, amen.
Thank you.